On then to round 2, the Circuit of Ireland rally. With Michel Mouton now in a Sport Quattro, this time the action is described by Dickie Davis.
Although some of the straights on the 15-mile first special stage at Hamilton's Folly are certainly fast, they're very bumpy too, and the powerful Quattro Sport looks quite a handful. But as usual, Michel's courage is not in doubt. Per Eklund is debuting a rally version of the familiar Group A Toyota Supra in an attempt to match the speed and power of the latest opposition. While the battle for the lead is expected to be waged between the Rothmans Porsche team and the familiar General Motors dealer sport Opel Mantas, Jimmy McRae has a narrow lead over Russell Brooks, who is temporarily without an intercom to receive those all-important pace notes from his co-driver. Irishman Bertie Fisher's Opel Manta is already trailing the McRae-Brooks duel by a considerable margin. And early disaster for the championship leader on the very first special stage. Malcolm Wilson's Audi Quattro is in dire mechanical trouble.
When we were on the way to the first stage, Phil Short come on the radio and said that there's a lot of smoke coming out of the back of the car, and we only got sort of 2 or 3 miles into the first stage, and then the steam started to come out of the bonnet. We suspect probably a cylinder head gasket or a cracked cylinder head or something like that.
Is it finished then?
End of story.
But another star of the opening championship round, Terry Cabey in the Nissan 240 RS, is making a strong challenge for a position in the top 5. Leader in Group A right from the start is Tony Pond in the Computer Vision Rover Vitesse. John Hogland's hitherto ever-reliable Skoda is to suffer a 10-minute delay with a rare electrical fault, but soon leads its class as usual. Michael Sundstrom is scheduled to make a brief second appearance in the UK this year, with the Group A Peugeot 205 being sidelined by fuel pump failure. While up at the front, the battle raging between the 2 Opel Mantas has swung away from McRae and in favour of Brooks. The Rothmans Porsches are handily placed, 3rd and 5th, while Irish hopes are kept alive by Bertie Fisher's 4th place as the cars return to Belfast.
Russell speeded up a bit towards the end there, so he can go first on the road in the morning.
A wet Saturday morning south of the border on the Eire coastline at Malahide, and Brooks is hard at work extending his lead. McRae chases hard and is quickest here on the Ochavaana stage. Bertie Fisher is now up to 3rd place. And Terry Cabey has forced the Nissan up to 4th. But he's struggling hard for gears here and is about to come to grief. He recovers from this. However, the following day, a similar but more severe accident is to put him out of the event. Pond's apparently effortless performance is producing a commanding lead in Group A, while the Toyota team are still experimenting with the Supra suspension as the cars start the 3 special stages leading to Waterford.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mid-right 30, mid-right 60. K-left 60. Preston mid-left, 300. Red House, quick right, 400 pink, turn square right.
Pons' Rover charges past Coleman's Porsche, stricken with a puncture which drops him from 4th to 9th place, so Brooks has further consolidated his lead over McRae at Waterford.
I think we're leading Jimmy by 10 or 11 seconds, not sure of the position actually.
So you're managing to keep him at bay?
Yes.
What about tomorrow now?
Well,
long haul north?
I think probably we'll come under team orders, and General Motors cars are 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's a very favourable position for them.
I wasn't aware there was any team orders, so are they going to start from tonight then, do you think?
I think probably, yes.
So you're sort of securing your first place then?
I don't know.
But you don't know if Jimmy's going to obey the orders, you mean?
I don't know what the team orders are, strictly.
You look a bit apprehensive about tomorrow, Russell?
Yes.
I see. Have we better not ask any more then?
No.
All right. Okay, with the best of luck anyway.
Thank you.
All right.
The apprehension of a circumspect but understandably disconsolate Russell Brooks is made obvious from the very first special stage of the return north on Monday. Team orders have indeed been applied, and Russell has been asked to stand aside for McRae, whose European Championship ambitions would be enhanced by a win here. A somewhat unsatisfactory finale to what had been a fantastic struggle, and hardly ideal for either man. With the leading 2 positions virtually preordained, interest switches to the battle for 3rd place as Bertie Fisher comes under threat from a charging Bernard Beguin, who's begun to make inroads into Fisher's 3-minute advantage. His teammate Billy Coleman follows in 5th spot. As ever, Tony Pons' professionally driven Rover is in total command of Group A, and a puncture on Per Eklund's Toyota increases the gap between them. Sole survivor of the Audis is Llewellyn, who's under orders to finish the event and is coping with transmission trouble, while Louise Aitken's Peugeot 205 is on its way to a fine 12th overall and the ladies' prize. So it's a somewhat subdued McRae who collects the victory laurels and the champagne back in Belfast to head an Opel 1-2-3 triumph. This is the 4th time that the Scot has won the circuit, but this otherwise momentous occasion could be construed by some observers as a fortuitous one for McRae and co-driver Ian Grindrod.